Hey, what is going on, fellow fans of Clash Royale? It is your host, Galadon. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Yes, today I am back from Helsinki, Finland. Just got back last night, and I had a chance to talk to the Clash Royale team. I know that you guys have a lot of interest and expectations for this next Clash Royale update, which is obviously going to be super critical. The next few updates actually should really change the game and hopefully kind of send it in a new direction. And I wanted to get a chance to kind of summarize everything, talk to you guys about that, and also give something back to you guys through Clash Royale, you guys the YouTube viewers. Now, the first couple bits of information I'm going to pass on are already available out there, probably mostly on Reddit, but not everybody gets a chance to check out the Clash Royale subreddit. If you haven't, go check it out. It is very useful, very informative. And there has been some talk there recently about buffing the log, and Clash Royale posted and mentioned that this was likely, and also that the most likely buff would be the fact that the log would push back all units. So imagine that, a log that pushes back any unit in its path. That would definitely be a big buff and help hashtag love the log. Also, there's talk buffing the baby dragon. Definitely underused at higher arenas, I think. Would be nice to see a small buff to the baby dragon. I would expect that. Also, there is a problem with archers, a very minor problem. Well, it seems minor to some players, but to others it's super critical. And that is the fact that an archer will two-shot a goblin of the same level, except for at levels 9 and 13, where an archer will take 3 shots to take down a goblin, or actually a minion as well. And so that, I think, is going to be changed. There was some talk from the Clash Royale team that that would probably be changed by giving the archer a very slight damage buff in the next update. Also, expect there to be changes to the training camp and how it works. Obviously, right now it's pretty useless, especially to mid to high range players. You generally don't go back there after you've completed the tutorial. The Clash Royale team recently asked for input on changing the training camp on Reddit, so maybe it won't become the Goblin maps of Clash of Clans. We'll actually see some use for it and some reason for more experienced players to head back there. Also, the Clash Royale team has acknowledged the problem of win trading and said it was a big priority, so I would expect they are working on that. And I would also expect that they're not going to be very specific about how they're going to fix it. Just like Clash of Clans trying to fix modding, something they are going to deal with behind the scenes, and when it's done, and hopefully they can take care of the problem. Maybe it will come in part in changes to the tournament system, and also, of course, they've got to deal with it not only in tournaments, but in trophy play as well. Now, speaking of tournaments, you guys of course know that Clash Royale has said they are reworking tournaments, and I would expect to see a huge change in the way tournaments work coming up from these next few updates. Now, what those changes will be, I've heard of some of the ideas. Unfortunately, I'm sworn to secrecy, but I am excited for the future of Clash Royale tournaments. I definitely want to continue to be that YouTuber that you guys turn to for tournaments. I will host as many as I possibly can, especially thanks to Mob Crush. And again, I've got a little something for you guys in just a couple more minutes. But I've had some ideas I passed on to them. Early on, I suggested bracketed tournaments, kind of like a pool, like you would see a sit-and-go tournament in online poker. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Also, there's been a lot of talk of Swiss rounds. If you guys look that up, if you Google Swiss rounds, you will see what that means. That is something that a lot of people have suggested as well, the way that it matches up players who are winning versus losing. So we'll see. Again, I don't have the specific details. I wish I could tell you guys more. I'm just hoping that there is going to be good news, and I'm eagerly awaiting it just like you guys are. One thing I can promise you guys, though, is that the earliest and most accurate information is going to be here. As soon as I know the details and I can release them to you, I will. I'm not going to bog you guys down with possibilities and thumbnails that look like that could be a new troop or a new card or whatever. I will wait until I have the accurate information and then pass it on to you guys. So make sure you stay subscribed and you'll be the first of your friends to find out the newest, latest information. But on a more serious note, Clash Royale did announce today there was a maintenance and they made some small trophy system adjustments. They said, and I quote, to help players progress throughout the middle 4, 5, and 6 arenas. Now, what exactly happened? they changed the zero-sum game trophy limit. And what I mean by that is, it previously used to be once you hit 1,000 trophies, that from then on, whenever you played another player and you won and they lost, obviously, you would win 31 and they would lose 31, or you would win 21 and they would lose 21. It was a zero-sum number. Below 1,000 trophies, it was different. There was that slight infusion of trophies into the game where a player might win 28, but the other player only loses 12. And what has happened is they've changed that number, that limit, from 1,000 trophies to 2,000 trophies. So players will be gaining trophies. There will be a slight trophy inflation going all the way up to 2,000 instead of 1,000 trophies. And what that should do is help players progress through Arena 4, 5, and 6. But also, and this is something I've suggested in the past, it would make sense, especially at this point, to raise the trophy reset. Currently, players reset at 3,000. I would definitely expect that number to increase to at least 3,500 or 4,000. And that would in turn get rid of mismatches like this that you see at the beginning of every single season. I do have a level 10 account as well, and I generally don't even play it for a few days after trophy reset because I don't want to get crushed like I'm crushing Big Daddy right here. It's not fun, so I'm certainly hoping this will be a change we see in the very next update. Now, also, of course, you guys know they announced that they were going to make legendary cards more obtainable. I know that's a big complaint, especially from free-to-play players, from tournament players who feel like they're getting crushed by players with multiple legendary cards. My suggestion specifically was to make the first legendary card much easier to get, and then beyond that, it doesn't matter that much. And by first legendary card, I specifically meant your first princess, your first miner, your first log, your first lava hound, your first sparky, whatever, one of each. That way you've unlocked it, you can use it in a tournament, because obviously tournament standard legendary cards are all level 1. Beyond that, they can remain difficult or expensive or whatever, but at least let's give those lower level free-to-play players an opportunity to unlock maybe just a couple of them. They don't necessarily need to unlock all of them. It might be interesting to make it something that you have to pick one or two that you're going to be able to unlock and use those to start off with, and then through some tournament success, you'll be able to unlock future legendaries. Last but not least, on the subject of updates, yes, of course, expect new cards, new balance changes. The new cards, I might have tried to sneak a peek at what they were working on over there in the Clash Royale team, and let's just say, be excited and look forward to new cards always. Obviously, the game is still very young. We're going to see a lot of big additions and changes. Okay, so you guys see me buying gems on the screen, and that is because we are preparing for tournaments. I just got back from Helsinki, like I said, late last night, so I'm going to start the tournaments up again. I know you guys anticipate that, you wait for that, you check me out on Mob Crush or on Twitter. So thanks once again to Mob Crush for sponsoring these tournaments. We will start up again, and your reward right now is you've got the tournament password for every tournament I start for the rest of the day. I will begin by starting a tournament just a few minutes after I release this video, and that is the password, NAPUE. It will be all lowercase letters, no capitals, and I will start several tournaments throughout the day and the evening, and I'll try to get on live stream on Mob Crush, but there it is once again, and I'll have a new password each day this week from my YouTube videos, and I will be hosting a 250,000 gem tournament within the next week, probably on the weekend, again sponsored by Mob Crush. So the key right there is to follow me on Mob Crush and watch the videos here, and you will get into these tournaments. Again, my goal to make sure that every single Clash Royale player that wants to be in a tournament gets into one, and I'm not done yet, just getting started, so make sure you get on and get into one of those tournaments. But Galadon, you say, I stink at tournaments. I'm no good. I always lose. I can never win cards. Well, I have the answer for a few of you, and that would be my newly reborn FA tournament clan, and maybe series of clans for players that really want to focus on getting better at the tournament standard. Now, this clan was originally started for elite tournament players, and, well, let's just say we had some players that didn't want to go along with the program. We had to blacklist a few players. We had some leave to join big tournaments, and they didn't want to share that information with other clan members, and that just wasn't with the spirit of full attack. We are all about bringing players together and community and coordination and cooperation. So if you get a chance, you want to stop by, join FA Tournament, you can. We are going to be tournament focused about practicing, participating, and improving. Who knows, maybe I'll get better at tournaments. That would be a miracle. And a lot of the tournaments that I host in the future, the password will go into these tournament clans first and then out to the public. But again, I will host as many as I can. I will continue to be your Clash Royale tournament YouTuber. Thank you guys so much, as always, for sticking around, for watching the whole episode, for spending a few minutes of your day with me. I sincerely appreciate you guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope you win every tournament you join, and I will see you all back here again tomorrow for more Full Attacks. Gallydon, now that you're back from traveling around the globe, how about a collaboration with your boy Peter $17? Let's go, man!